Hello and welcome to Beyond the Ball. I am Collie and I'm a happy man. This week I am joined by Conor. Conor, how's it going? How's it feel being back on Earth?
Yeah, it's back to used to. I wasn't used to last week. I'm used to it now this week, so it's fun. I feel comfortable in my happy space.
Yeah, nice. And Paddy, what's the crack? Big Paddy, how are you
Clean
feeling
sheet,
after?
fucking clean sheet. Come on, get in there.
Clean sheets, all right. Lads, we're going to be looking at the usual shit. We're going to be looking at the football from this week just gone. We're going to be looking at the fancy football. We have a tiny bit of news of the week. We're going to look at the Barca corruption, shambolic bullshit that they're putting out. And we're going to look at the fixtures for the weekend. So, lads, we're going to jump into the football review. Lads, first game. Bournemouth 1, Liverpool 0. Conor, can you explain to us what happened here?
No.
Bournemouth scored 1 and we didn't.
Bournemouth scored a goal. Liverpool had 2 shots on target, and that was pretty much it, to be honest.
I missed
that wasn't even on target, so that's why I wasn't even including that. But yeah, it was just fucking everything went tits up. I think you could have clicked it last week, and I still thought they would have enough to get over it. But I said they were going to go down a goal, and I thought they were going to get back to 2-1. I think if Salah scores that penalty, they win the game 2-1. But I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And it clearly wasn't, you know.
What the fuck is how do you go scoring 7 goals against fucking Manchester United? We talked about this before. There's always a massive fucking dip in performance when you've got a massive result, and I think was it United we were saying had be fucking Arsenal or something like that. And then I think they had Palace next week and they went out and they drew 0-0, where everyone was like their tails were up. Everyone thought, oh, here we go. This is the fucking charge. Similar thing with Liverpool. They go and get an absolutely outrageous result, and then they can't motivate themselves against fucking Bournemouth.
That's what it is. You said they're motivating yourself. It's not difficult to motivate yourself at home to United because of everything that's up for grabs. But going away to Bournemouth, to your bottom of the league, is obviously that's the reason why they didn't get up for the game. They showed they're professional footballers at the end of the day. They're out there to get 3 points regardless. But yeah, it was flat. It was flat everywhere. They started the game really well. Ball cleared off the line in the space of 7 minutes. I was like, right, this is it. It's on for a hiding here. And then nothing happened until the 78th minute when they got the penalty. So fair result, really, in the end. And the Bournemouth didn't look bad against Arsenal the previous week. Obviously blowing up from 2-0 up, scoring a goal inside of whatever that was, fucking 9 seconds against Arsenal. Yeah. They played similarly enough as well. If they can do that to the bottom teams that are around them, the chance of staying up.
What do you think of Van Dijk this year?
He's been poor. He's missed 15, 16 games already this season through injury as well. So I think we said it before. He's being exposed more now than he ever has been because of the midfield in front of him. So I'm not saying that he was always this magnificent player. He probably always had these weaknesses now, but we're seeing that a little bit more because of how easy they are being split open. I would like to see that back four be a little bit more consistent with the selection, and that they can get a few games under their belt. I can see it cheering up a little bit. But as long as he's getting injured, or Konate's getting injured, or Trent's dropped, or Robertson is dropped, it's going to be a difficult thing to get right.
But before that game, you just had a good run of clean sheets. You were doing well defensively up until that game. You just had 4 or 5 clean sheets in a row.
And again, the goal came from the one place where we've always looked weak, and it seems to be on that high press, or sorry, not the high press, the lack of press on the counter attack. Liverpool had the ball for 6.5 minutes before Bournemouth scored. It was just that thing where everyone's pressed with the pitch. One ball goes into midfield, a man turns, and then the whole thing is open. So that's definitely where the weakness is. And again, it just comes back to nobody pressing from the front, or nobody having no little dirty bastards in midfield who are just bringing people down for the sake of it, who are harrying around people, little Jack Russells, like, and that's what's missing in that midfield three.
I think there was a lack of choices coming from the bench as well. You could see towards the end of the game he was bringing on kids. There was just no one to bring on to change the game, which was a big weakness. And just going back to the motivation piece, I think you'll always see the team that wins the league will be the one that has that motivation that you see the likes of Liverpool haven't got this season. You see the likes of Manchester United haven't got this season and haven't had for a long time. But that's why you'll see Arsenal or City winning the league, because they have the motivation after a big game to win the next game.
Paddy, I'm going to disagree on something you've just said there about them bringing on kids, because when you look at who they brought on Jota Milner, who's fucking nearly 70. Jordan Henderson's another one who came on, who's also 30s. Firmino, same, 31, 32.
Henderson?
Henderson came on.
Did he not start the game?
No. And then Fabinho started. And then you have Carvalho who came on. Now, Carvalho's what, 21, is he? He's quite young.
He's 20, I think.
20, is it? So, Paddy, I would argue that Liverpool are probably at their strongest now at the moment, like in terms of they have their players back. Like,
okay,
sorry, go ahead, Paddy.
No, it's like they're weak choices. No, right, kids is the wrong choice. But when you're bringing on Milner at 40, and I think this has been all season. They have players coming to the end of their life and players starting out their career, not the end of their life, the end of their career.
Hell, Paddy. Paddy hates anyone that's above the age of 28. Paddy hates them.
Last game of the season, they're going to line them all up in front of the cup head and just put bullets in them.
They should after some of the performances this year.
So, Conor, anything else to add to that performance? Anybody that actually did impress you and stood out in that, or was it just a completely shit show team performance?
I was a little bit disappointed that he pulled Darwin Núñez after 60 minutes. I thought we know what his end quality is like, but he harries, he presses, he's willing to run in behind. He's a constant danger when you're under pressure, or if you have the ball deep with that long ball over the top. So to see him coming off instead of Gakpo for Jota was strange. Especially if you're pushing for a goal, you just offer you something a little bit different. So no one who really stood out performance-wise, but I would have left him on for a little bit longer, I think.
Okay. Right, I suppose we'll move off this one and we'll move on to the next one, lads, which is Leicester and Chelsea. Oh. Lads, Chelsea are back. Potter is an unbelievable manager. I've always said it. Never questioned him.
Chris.
Always knew that he had that little bit of enthusiasm and character, and I always just knew he just needed to get over that little bit of a hump that he was going through. He got over it. He's over the other side of it. He's waving. It's going back into the rear mirror, and he's sailing off now, and it's beautiful to see. Chelsea are just playing beautiful football. We're now scoring goals. The only thing we weren't doing was scoring goals. We're beautifully breaking teams down.
The only thing we weren't doing was scoring goals. They're not very important in football.
It was very important, and that's why I was very angry about it. But it's happening now. I'm a very happy man with Potter there. And I think give him time. Let's see what happens here. I'm fully behind him. I did try to get behind him a couple of weeks ago, but he did struggle a little bit. But he showed me that when he got the Dortmund result, and I said, right, this is the make or break for him. He has to follow up that Dortmund result with another result. And he done it. And we beat Leeds, we beat Dortmund, we beat Leicester. Some great performances. He brought on Mudryk again, he wasn't playing him. I was wondering why.
You weren't impressed with the Leeds performance, but sure.
I wasn't impressed with it, but what I have been saying the whole time, Paddy, is it's a results-based game. I'd rather play shit and win 1-0 than not get the results.
Last week you slayed the performance.
I don't care. I will slay the performance, but once we get the result, I don't care. So yeah, I'm a happy man. Chilwell, I loved the fact that, and I think Paddy, did you say last week you thought I hated him? I didn't say I hated him. I just thought I think Cucurella is a better player, and to be honest with you, I'm probably saying that as well because he's very aggressive. I love the aggression of him and the speed of him. I think he's very fast. But Chilwell, when he scored that goal and went over to the Leicester fans like that, was absolutely beautiful. And Enzo Fernandez with the little dink over the top to Kai Havertz and the little sexy outside of the foot lob you know, it's just, lads, it's a thing of beauty. And
I have to say, it's going to be a big couple of weeks between Liverpool and Chelsea. I was like, just moving on from Liverpool's game. You never asked me what I thought of it, but sure, I'll just.
You'll tell us anyway, Paddy. So don't worry.
I thought you were asking Conor games, grilling Conor. You know,
Liverpool's run of games now. I think obviously they've got Real Madrid, but then I think they have Man City, Arsenal, and then Chelsea. I think by the time you get to that Chelsea game, if they haven't got the results off of Man City and Arsenal, it could be maybe a Champions League decider. Because we're coming into the last 10 games of the season. So maybe Chelsea, if they stay, who's their next few games of Chelsea? Have they got handy games coming up? Or
yeah, I'm gonna make a statement here. Everton is their next game. I'm gonna make a statement here, Paddy. And Connor's not gonna like it. Chelsea are gonna get the Champions League spot. Liverpool fans won't like that. They won't like that.
I'm a Liverpool fan and I love that statement. Yeah.
You love it because you think it's not going to come true, but I'm a Chelsea fan and I'm telling you it's going to come true. Chelsea are getting fourth spot.
I don't listen to you about Chelsea anymore. You've told us so much.
Chelsea are getting fourth spot. It's not a debate. It's a fact. And when it happens, I'll be reclipping this and it'll be going up on TikTok, it'll be going up on Instagram, it'll be going everywhere in everybody's face because you've all those. And another thing, we probably don't even need that fourth spot. So you might actually be in there because we're going to win the Champions League as well. So, you know, we might both be happy at the end of this week. Well, this year.
This week?
The season.
Is Todd buying it, is he? He's buying a replica.
So you're 11 points off Spurs.
Easy. Spurs are shy. Spurs are going to bottle it. I thought Spurs were going to be a lot better than they were this season, but they've been bottling it. Yeah, I mean...
They've won their last three now.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter what they've won, all right? They're going to bottle it against Chelsea. No, I think we're going to get. I'm confident. I can see Potter going on a massive run of wins. Newcastle will fall off. Liverpool are dropping too many points against shit teams. And Chelsea are going to start winning all the games. So, lads,
well, if Liverpool get knocked out by Madrid, which they will tomorrow, they've nothing else to focus on. They're over everything else. So it'll be all guns blazing.
Knocked out by Madrid 2 weeks ago, Paddy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's gone. Yeah. Paddy, they were gone. Yeah, there's no excuse for that Bournemouth result, all right? And don't even put that in their mind.
It's a funny old game. You never know. It's a funny old game.
Yeah, it was funny when it went from 2-0 to 5-2.
It was funny before it went from 2-0 to 5-2. Lads, we'll move off Chelsea. Anything else you want to ask or add into the Chelsea chat?
No, I've heard enough.
I still think you're one down, so I still think goalkeeper. Thought it was disappointing for the goal.
Yeah, he was.
To show, I don't know if you can rely on him to get 6 or 9 points in the run of games.
The only thing is, before the World Cup, Kepa was in the form of his life, and he probably saved us fucking 8 or 9 points at the start of the season. Now he's not really having to do that much, but when them type of things happen, you start going, oh fuck, are we gonna get the same Kepa we got last season, or the season before, because it was mainly Mendy last season. But there is times when you do question him, but I can't fault him at the moment because he's been in the team.
He's not fault for the goal.
I know, but
so you can't fault him.
No, I can fault him for that goal, but I can't fault his performances overall during the season. If you look at it as a whole, compared to what Mendy done,
you're mid-table.
All right, Paddy. All right, I'm talking about an individual here. All right, there's nothing he can do.
Well, he's kept part of the problem. If you're mid-table,
hold on. We've conceded the second, third, fourth least amount of goals this season. So, I mean, that's not bad. We just haven't scored. We've probably scored the least amount of goals. But we have the fourth best defense in the league, and we're sitting in 10th. That says a lot.
Still at 26 goals.
26 is nothing in fucking 26 games. That's a goal a game. Be happy with that. Conor, would you be happy with that as a goalkeeper?
No, not really, but
in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, the Premier League. Like the Premier League.
I'd take conceding 400 goals in the Premier League if I'm getting that money, so I don't care. It's a long question.
We don't give a shit about it, I can see it.
Yeah. Stand there having a smoke at the fucking post.
Right, lads, I didn't expect abuse over that. I thought I was going to get some fucking good vibes, but it didn't really go my way. We're moving on to the next one, and this is where I'm going to get good vibes here from Conor. Conor, it was 0-0 between Manchester United and Southampton there on Sunday, and an absolute vicious, disgusting, over-the-top tackle by one of the most overrated defensive midfielders in the Premier League and in the world, Casemiro. What did you think of it? Think it was a red card?
In the words of the great man Sir Alex Ferguson, he could have been killed.
He could have been killed.
You're
right.
Have been killed.
Could have been killed. Yeah.
Yeah. Reckless, out of control, over the ball.
Disgusting.
What else is there to say about it? Really, do you know?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Four games. He could have got a fucking jail sentence. There went four games.
4 games now, not 3.
Funny before we came on air,
No,
I actually said I agreed that it was a red, and Collie said no, I don't think it was a red. He said literally 5 minutes before we came on air.
I have to be honest. I did think it was a harsh red because I know he got his foot on the ball, but it went
never a red card.
No, it went on. His foot went on top of the ball, and it kind of like bounced off it. Like I thought it was a harsh red. If a Chelsea player got sent off for that, I wouldn't be happy. But Paddy, I actually have another bone to pick because yet again, not a positive Manchester United result and no reaction video from Paddy. Can we get another apology, please?
That TikTok shit.
Can we get another apology, please, Paddy?
It's too old for TikTok.
No.
Apologize, Paddy.
No, we don't like TikTok. Fuck off.
Paddy doesn't like TikTok, but when United are winning, oh, he loved it. He absolutely loved it.
And would you believe in me head and all? If they had won and all, I had a big smug video I was going to do and all, but then I was like, no, not doing it now. Fuck you.
Recorded it before he went out as well.
Paddy, it was very frustrating for a few reasons. Look, the draw is a draw. Look, United are where they are compared to last season. We're still in a great position. Still in all the cups. And we're still finishing the Champions League spots. Casemiro, stupid tackle, to be honest with you. He grabbed someone by the throat for his previous red card. It was on the line whether it should have yellow or red. It never should have been called the VAR because it wasn't a clear and obvious error. He was punished for it. He was given a yellow by the referee. So it shouldn't have been brought to VAR, I don't think, anyway. I think that's the unfair part because, as I said before the pod started, the inconsistency over the weekend in the Chelsea game, there probably could have been a couple of red cards there that wasn't brought to VAR. So it's just the refereeing, all in all, is just poor. It's a substandard for what's supposed to be the best league in the world and bringing in the most money. So
yeah, I agree with Paddy. One of the things I saw was that Andre Mariner did the Chelsea game and let the tackle on Havertz and Felix go.
Yeah.
And 24 hours later, he's the VAR for the United game, and all of a sudden he has a problem with the Casemiro tackle, and that's a red card. So, like, we're not even talking about the consistency across different referees. It's the consistency with one ref between when he goes to bed on Saturday and when he gets up on a Sunday. He doesn't even know what he's doing. So,
and he's actually the same ref that sent Casemiro off in the Crystal Palace game as well.
Well, you deserve that, though.
And right now, he deserved it for grabbing somebody's throat, but he wasn't the only one that was grabbing people by the throat in that game.
I don't know.
Or in
Show
that
me a
incident
video
even.
of someone else doing it.
There was
more United players. He should have sent them all off.
Yeah, should have sent them all off. Should have sent them all off. It was lucky it was only Casemiro. I
would prefer to see that because it's fair.
Speaking of consistency, Paddy, we saw this is consistent, although it's consistently wrong. We saw a couple of weeks ago Souček making a world-class save against Chelsea with his hand, and Chelsea didn't get the fucking penalty. A similar enough thing happened in the United match where the player handballs it. I don't know who it was, but he apparently slipped down and kind of put his hand on the ground to stop himself falling.
And then he went like that with his hands to take it away. So he handled it and then went, I'm not handling it.
Don't make it obvious. But apparently there's some sort of... Now, you can correct me, lads. I'm so far behind on the handball rule now. I don't understand it. Apparently you can... Is it?
Yeah.
Apparently you can fall down and put your hands on the ground, and once they're not in a mad position, if the ball hits it, it's not an issue. I don't know if that's... Yeah, but I don't know if that's true or not in terms of like holding yourself up. But Paddy, did you think it was
defenders now? They're just going to be hitting the ground like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all it is.
I can see why it wasn't given. I can absolutely, I can. Would it have been given when Ferguson was manager and the pressure was on Old Trafford? Maybe, but it would have been a very, very light penalty, very soft penalty to be given. Yeah, I don't think. Garnacho's tackle, it was a scissor tackle on his ankle. Poor tackle. It wasn't even given a yellow card. And it was in the box. That should have been more. That was more of a penalty than the handball.
Yeah. What about the Austrian sausage?
That was outside the box. That was a free kick. Absolutely. All day long.
What about the Austrian sausage having to be sacrificed for Casemiro? Was that the right? He's obviously the right player to take off in that instance.
2-0 City.
2-0 City. Who scored?
Haaland again.
Oh,
so I just need
Kevin De Bruyne
get a shot and goal Werner, and then I'm on the.
No, it came off the crossbar and Haaland followed up.
Nice.
So I don't think it's an assist, is it?
Do I have him in my fantasy?
I think so.
In your fantasy?
Your fantasy for Europe. So, Paddy, anything else you want to add into that little chat about Manchester United this weekend?
Not about the game, about the games to come, probably, but we can talk about that in the football review.
Okay. And yeah, that's good. And I like that, Paddy. That was a nice little song. Conor, have you anything you want to grill Paddy about United, or are you happy to move on?
No, they're just making it difficult for themselves. I think they're dragging themselves back into that fourth place battle. With Spurs, Newcastle, Brighton, Chelsea, obviously.
Because you're 11th or something.
Instead of tagging on to the top two, they seem to be dragging themselves into that third.
Sure, we may as well throw Everton into it as well. Yeah. I'm born. They're in the Champions League battle.
Okay, yeah, everybody, we're all involved. Right, we'll move off then, and lads, we're going to move on to the fantasy football. Right, lads, going to bring up the fantasy football for this week. We are still currently in the middle of a game week. Conor, you'll be very surprised when you see your team.
Ollie Watkins anyway, so I think he scored anyway.
You had someone else as well who done very well. Yeah, here it is for Spotify listeners. Jump over to YouTube. I'm going to throw it in here. If anybody is watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, like, comment, rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review. Say we're deadly. No 4 stars, only 5 stars. Thank you very much. Lads, this is my team. 60 points. So 47 is the average. So a very good performance by myself. Had Alisson in goal. Unfortunately, conceded and got me 2 points. I had Ben White, who got me 5. Tarkowski got me 8. It's about time he's paid off. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 2 points. Then we've got Solly March, who was playing tomorrow night against Crystal Palace at home as well. He had a goal and it was changed. He was given a goal and it was changed and given as a fucking own goal, which is bullshit because I had fucking 6 points or something for him. So I wasn't happy about that. Rashford is captain, poor choice. Salah, 0 points. Embarrassing. Martinelli, 8 points. Odegaard, 7 points. Haaland, 6 points. And Kane, 13 points. The very last second, lads, I had Kane as captain. And I changed it in the last second, thinking that Rashford was going to bury a few, and fell.
Was it literally the last second, or was it like?
No, it was literally within the last. It was the last minute.
Tuesday.
I was in the last minute because it was 10:59 when I did it, and it closed at 11. So it was actually last minute. Kilman 1 minute. 1 minute. Kilman 1 minute. Kilman 1 point on the bench. Greenwood 0. Ben.
You don't care about subs.
Come on. No one cares. Right, on to the next team. So I was 60 points and still top of the league. Next one, Paddy, we go to you.
60 as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Ederson 6. Alexander-Arnold 2. Should he not got more? Oh no, yeah, no, it was 1-0. That's right.
No.
So you Cody, I have to get him out quick. Rashford 3. Neves, Iwobi, Saka, blah blah blah. Shit.
What was with the Iwobi?
Darwin, I'm shooting him. I'm actually putting him down. He's definitely getting transferred out. He's shit.
He's running in Cheltenham now in 2 days' time.
Haaland and Kane helped me out this week. And then the subs are shit.
Pick. That was a good captain pick. Conor, let's have a look at you.
I just saw a flash up there, 77 points.
Hello.
Partey in my pants.
Holy shit.
He's back in the game.
Don't fucking worry about it. Look at that. I got Pope for 3. Saliba got 7. Yo Cancelo surprisingly got me 0 points. Fabian Schär got me 2. Connor Cody 0. Almiron hasn't scored a goal since fucking last March. Got a goal. Trossard with 15. De Bruyne with 1. Haaland
Trossard
6.
3 assists, by the way.
3 assists playing up top. I love it.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the team. I think he came in for somebody else. Haaland got me 6. Kane as captain for 26 and Ollie Watkins for 8. Not
much on the bench. Yeah, cool.
I'll get more because Yo Cancelo will come out for Pereira. So.
Oh yeah, you'll get another 2. Oh no, it'll be your defender because you can't have two at the back. So who's your defender?
I have 4 at the back.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, sorry. Kurt Zuma kicks cats. Anyway, we'll have a quick look at the table, lads, and it's still O'Shea Kane at the top. He's holding tight. We have a new entry up to number 2 though, Dean Fletcher. He's 21 points behind, so a little bit of a gap there now between O'Shea and second. Lee Dillon up to third. No, he's still in third. Collie Lamb took a big drop there, going down to fourth. He was in second there last week, but there's only 6 or 7 points between the second, third, and fourth. Then we have Sonny McGravy in fifth. We've Anto O'Rourke in sixth. Connor Ennis in 7th. Alan Donovan in 8th. Paul Cummins up in 9th, and Jack Butler in 10th. Lads, we have a quick look at the last place just for the laugh.
I think I might have got myself off the bottom with my big week.
I don't think you're there. Patrick Keane, bruh, United. That's actually I think Nathan Dooley was bottom for a while, wasn't he?
Well, he just went up this week.
Yeah, I think he was sitting there for a while. Right, so that's the fancy football, lads. We're done with that. And on to the next thing, which is the news of the week. Lads, there's only a small thing we're going to touch on. Well, it's not a small thing. It's a fucking massive thing. But it won't be long. So, lads, the thing we're looking at is the corruption charges against Barcelona. Let me put my glasses on because I'm going to read a little bit from Sky Sports. And look, just shut up and listen. Barcelona have been charged with corruption after allegedly paying 7.3 million between 2001 and 2018 to firms owned by Jose Maria Enriquez, an ex-vice president of Spain's referees committee. So they've been paying disgustingly the referees. It's a fucking disgrace. Do we remember that, lads? Do we remember that? Chelsea absolutely robbed Michael Ballack about to molest the referee because he blatant disgust in that match. Absolutely rotten. Are you saying there's a goal in the match?
No.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'll just read out another little bit. Barcelona have been charged with corruption over payments to the... Actually, I've already said that. On Friday, the public prosecutor's office said Spanish prosecutors had filed a complaint against Barca and 2 of La Liga's ex-presidents over alleged payments to a company owned by a senior refereeing official to influence match results. Disgusting. The highest form of disgustinary. Disgustinary? Is that a word?
A word.
It's not a word, isn't it? I made it up.
No.
And then I've read that already. So, lads, that's all I'm going to read out from that. But do you remember the Chelsea game in the Champions League where there was just an outrage?
It was a German referee. Wasn't a Spanish referee.
I know, but is it not still the same kind of body that would, it's a private company that probably get in the refs? I would imagine there was payments gone all around Europe.
I just said it was owned by a Spanish referee.
Yeah, it's only owned by a
Spanish league.
It's not.
Just drop it.
That was just shit refereeing and a worldie of a goal. Who scored a worldie in that? Iniesta?
You just have to bring Chelsea to everything.
Yeah, fucking pot kettle black. But lads, I'm 100% convinced that was part of that. And we've seen the match, lads. We know it was an absolute shit show.
Look, are we not surprised? Let's look at their transfer dealings over the last couple of years, and they're always on the edge. They always can't afford to buy this new player, and then they suddenly just get him in, and they haven't sold anybody. Yeah.
But do you not think like this, right? So you can have this FIFA financial fair play, like that. That's more of that. That's whatever that is fine, right? I don't understand that. I can't fucking grasp what's going on there. But this is
you just had to buy in 600 million worth of players.
No. I'm gonna sweep that under the carpet. I don't know what's going on there. But this is the highest form of cheating. Like this is paying off referees. Like Barcelona should be taken out of the league, but not taken out of the league, but they should be relegated. It should be similar to what happened to Juventus when they done the betting scandal.
They'll have to be if they're found guilty. Absolutely. It'll have to be
100%. They have to be dropped down leagues.
It's one thing making the payments, but they can never ever evidence how much that affected games or what games it affected, because there won't be evidence behind that. But it could have been how many trophies they won. So did they get stripped of all their trophies as well?
Possibly. Like to be honest with you, I think they should.
And he's looking for another Champions League. I can feel it. Look at him.
that Messi header, he's still eating him alive, is it?
2 years in a row we lost against the fuckers.
Yeah, I don't know. He's had French refs. You were fine. He's had French refs. Yeah. Now, how's it feel, Paddy? How's it fucking feel? So lads, I think this is the highest form of fucking scummery that's ever been fucking brought out against Barcelona. Whatever about your financial fair play rules and signing these 14-year-old players for 56 million or whatever you want to fucking say, this is shocking. Paying off referees to me is disgusting. Paddy or Conor, anything to say?
Are you watching that from the goalkeeper?
Yeah, Ederson has just poleaxed Timo Werner and he's gotten away with a yellow card.
Did Werner get a shot on target though?
Werner got the yellow, not the keeper.
Oh, was it? I wasn't even paying attention.
No, Ederson creamed them.
Oh, I have the De Bruyne assist. Sorry, I don't need Werner to score a shot at target. I need Jack Grealish and then your man Forsberg. Lads, anyone else got anything to say on?
Come on! Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about that yet. Actually, shit.
Anything else to say? Oh jeez, yeah, talk about Rihanna. Anything else to say on this, lads?
I don't think they're probably not the only one. They've obviously been, the Spanish prosecution have been sitting on it for fucking years, building a case. I wouldn't be surprised if the case that they're building against City is going to be something similar. Maybe not in regards to paying off referees, but there's no money in different places to get what they need. There's probably loads of clubs at it, and there's probably loads of cases against loads of clubs right now. So.
But paying off the referee, whatever about your financial stuff, paying off the referee is.
They've made contributions to a company owned by the head of the refereeing association. Does that get back down to a normal referee out doing a game on a Saturday? I don't know, but it looks sketch, and I think that's for so long.
There is a thing here. So sorry, just one quick other bit that I will read. On Friday, the public prosecutors said Spanish prosecutors had filed a complaint against Barca and 2 of La Liga's ex-presidents over alleged payments to a company owned by a senior refereeing official to influence match results. So, like, that's gone right down to individual referees there to say to them, right, give fucking Messi a penalty. Do you reckon it tarnishes his reputation at all?
Messi's no.
Messi's no.
I didn't make him a better player.
The amount of penalties he scored, the amount of penalties he got.
The ref running in front of him, pushing players out of the way.
Fair enough. Right, lads, we're moving off that. We're going to move on to the betting challenge. Lads, going to pull up the bets that we have for this week. I got so far and then just fucked it all away. But yeah, we go again. Lads, bet number 1 for me. It's not 1. We should be putting like bet 1 and then in brackets like 3, like of your third attempt or something. So I have a tenner on and I have Istanbul versus Ghent tomorrow night, over 1.5 goals. I've got Cardiff versus West Brom over 1.5 goals. Napoli and Frankfurt over 1.5 goals. And who's the last one? Sunderland and Sheffield United over 1.5 goal. So hopefully that wins. Could go the wrong way here and you might see anything. So, thank God. Paddy, this your one? Talk to show.
Yes, another booster. I love me boosters. Haaland 2 shots on target and Werner 1 shot for the game that's live now. Haaland has 2 shots on target, so I'm just waiting on Werner to get a shot. And I'm on the pigs back.
Right, okay. Again, this could go to anything, so apologies. Oh, jeez, thank God. Conor?
Yeah, I panicked and did a championship accumulator for tomorrow night. So I've got Blackburn to beat Reading, West Brom to beat Cardiff, Norwich to beat Huddersfield, and Burnley to beat Hull. A tenner to get me back nearly 130 quid, which will get me right on the way to.
I'll tell you what, Burnley at 4-5 is a great price.
Burnley at 4-5. They did get bad news last week about being banned from the transfer market in the summer. And I know they have a couple of injuries as well. Not that it matters immediately to the players, but they've been in the media for the wrong stuff. So I don't know if that's why that's boosted their price or not.
Oh, fair enough. Right, that's the betting challenge done. That was short and sweet. Lads, we're going to move on to the predictions. Right, lads. First game we have is Chelsea versus Everton. Lads, Chelsea are going to continue this sweet run we're on. Potter's going to pick a brilliant team. He's not going to start Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I know he's not. And we're going to win 3-0. And Joe Felix is going to score. Paddy, what do you think? Do you agree with me?
No, I think Everton are going to get the draw from his big 0-0 written all over it. Dirty big 0-0.
Fair enough. Conor, what do you think?
I was going to say the same thing. A Sean Dyche masterclass. They've got three clean sheets in like the 7 games he's been in charge of. They have fucking 4 wins out of 7. Clean sheet against Arsenal. Clean sheet last week. 0-0.
Disgusting. Right, lads. Arsenal and Crystal Palace. I actually see this one being a handy one for Arsenal. I'm going to just go with 2-0 win. And I'm going to say Saka to score because I don't want him to score because I have him in my fancy football. But if he does score, at least I'm right here. So Saka to score. 2 goals. Conor, what do you think?
I think it's Arsenal. Palace, fun fact, haven't had a shot on target in 3 Premier League games.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
And that's the highest record since 2003 or something. So something's going on. They're not scoring goals. Arsenal 3-0, and we'll go with my boy Trossard to score.
Do you think Vieira's under pressure?
Looking out from outside to in, you wouldn't have thought so. But now all of a sudden, with them not being able to score, they're still picking up those scrappy draws, a couple of 0-0s and a couple of 1-0s. But he'll get through to the summer once he doesn't end up in a relegation battle, which they could get dragged into. They're only 6 points here and drop.
Probably fucking will get dragged into it. Paddy, how'd you see this one going?
I'd love to see Palace maybe getting a result, spice things up a little bit, because Arsenal and City are just like machines now. They just keep winning and winning and winning. But unfortunately, I don't see it happening this weekend. So I think Arsenal will win convincingly, and it'll probably be about, honestly, 4-0.
Okay, and scorers?
Martinelli. They'll score them all.
You're the only next I have in me fancy, you fucker. Lads, you don't have matches this weekend, but you do have European matches. So Real Betis.
We do have matches this weekend in the FA Cup. Excuse me.
Fuck the FA Cup. That's not happening. Real Betis.
We didn't do the graphics for them, so fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it could fall under there. It could fall in the predictions. Real Betis.
Is that because Chelsea are out?
It doesn't matter, right? It's not an important cup. Oh, fuck's sake.
They're focusing on the Champions League run.
Paddy.
Yeah.
You drew it all against fucking Palace. All right.
That was ages ago.
I know. I don't know why I said Palace.
You big dope.
Paddy, talk to me about this one. Come on.
4-1 advantage going into the game. It'd be a nice, comfortable game. I think Ten Hag will rest a couple of players, considering the run of games we've had since the World Cup. So, but I'd still go for the win. I'm going to go for a narrow win, 2-1 to United, and Rashford to score.
Okay, and Manchester United versus Fulham in the FA Cup. Paddy, what do you think?
At home in Old Trafford. I hope Sabitzer is available. He's still a doubt. Because if we have McFred in the middle again, it's just not good news. But yeah, I think we can get the win and go through to the next round. I'm going to go with a lowercase Fulham and a uppercase.
I was just going to say, I
don't have my glasses on, right? I'm lucky I fucking spelled it right.
I'm going to go for United win. I'm going to go for 3-1 and again Rashford.
Conor, what do you think about the lowercase Fulham?
Lowercase Fulham, shout out by Arsenal last week. I can see them trying to go far into the cup. It's probably where their priorities are going to lie. I'm going to say 2-1 United to nick it. And I'll go with Fernandes to score.
Lads, handy one for Manchester United. 3-0. I'm going to say Jadon Sancho to score. And here's your big kiss of death for you. Next one. And final game. Actually, there is another one. Chelsea. Or what I do want to say is Man City.
Liverpool got the weekend.
No.
That's why I threw this in. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Paddy, or sorry, one other one on the FA Cup. Man City versus Burnley. Vincent Kompany potentially fuck over Man City. Oh, who knows?
I'd love it.
Who knows? Conor, Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Is there any chance at all that you can get any glimmer of hope in this game to come back and get through?
There's a chance I'll get a result, but I'm not going to get a big enough result to overturn what happened in the previous one. I fancy Liverpool to win the game because I don't think Madrid need to do too much except stop them scoring 3. So I'm going to back Liverpool to win the game 2-1. I'm going to say Darwin Núñez, but it's obviously not enough, and it'll be one of those games where Real Madrid are happy to walk out with a 2-1 loss,
Yeah. Paddy, what do you think? Do you see them doing that?
No. Absolutely not. No, I think Real Madrid will spank them again, teach them another lesson. But Salah will be, I have to get me revenge. He always says that, gobshy. So yeah, Real Madrid 2-0. And I don't know who's going to score. I don't care.
You don't have any players?
You don't know.
Benzema.
Right, okay, well, I know.
Thomas Gravison.
What player? John Demuge, maybe. Yeah, look, I actually think Liverpool are going to take an early lead in this. I think they're going to go 2-0 up.
Lewis 5-2.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to go 2-0 up, right? They're going to go 2-0 up in the first 30 minutes, and then the game's going to end 2-2. And that's what's going to happen. And I know for a fact because I'm a time traveler. Said it before.
Traveler, all right.
Just take the time out. Yeah, 2-2, I think. And I think I'm going to say Gakpo to score for Liverpool. Right, lads. That's it. It's been emotional. If anyone's listening on Spotify, Apple, make sure you rate us 5 stars. 5 stars. That's 5. 5. No 4s. You stop fucking saying that. Yeah, hit subscribe, like, follow, comment if you're on YouTube or whatever. 2-0 to Man City. It's always been 2-0, has it?
Well, it hasn't always been. It was 0-0 before.
Smart bastards. Right, lads, it's been kind of a pleasure. Paddy, thanks for joining me this week, I suppose.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and Conor, thanks.
Cheers, please.
And for the record, Chelsea are back and we're going to get 4th spot. See everybody next week, Friday. Oh, fucking Friday. Tuesday.
See me Friday.
Yeah, you'll see me on the ground on Friday. Right, lads, we'll be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m.